Welcome to the Advancement Funds Received subcategory of DASL, in partnership with CASE, the Council for Advancement and Supportive Education. This data collection is a result of the data collaboration between NAIS and CASE. Feedback from schools and feedback from national, state, and regional associations are in alignment with the CASE Global Reporting Standards. All information needed for DASL data entry is included in DASL instructions and definitions. You will be entering advancement data about the previous school year. First, enter the total actual dollar value of all funds received in the past year, and then the number of unique donors, both individuals and organizations, who are eligible to receive legal credit for the donations. Before beginning data entry, please read the instructions and note the definitions, visible when floating over the question mark. A couple to note are alumni, defined as graduates of the school and others with a prior academic relationship. Employees, defined as individuals who are current or former employees of the school. Notice that you may enter both hard and soft credits for dollars and donors. When entering dollars, the funds received should be counted at the household level. In the next section, when entering donors, count unique donors at the individual level. Hard credit is defined as the legal credit given to an individual or entity. The soft credit is for recognition purposes and may be used to show a relationship to a donation. When entering dollars, the funds received should be counted at the household level. For example, if a current parent who is also an alumni donates to the school via a donor-advised fund, enter the donor-advised fund amount donated as the hard credit and current parent money donated in the soft credit, and alumni money donated in the soft credit column. When entering legally contactable, enter the number of individuals who are eligible to be contacted in each constituent group. When entering hard and soft credit, keep in mind that you count unique individuals in each constituent group as appropriate. Donors may be counted in more than one constituent category, but only once within a constituent category. For example, if you have two parents who contribute $10,000 through a donor-advised fund, one who writes a check for $500, count 2 in legally contactable. Count 1 in hard credit donors for the individual who wrote the $500 check, and 1 in soft credit for the spouse. Count 1 hard credit in donor-advised fund. Since both parents were already counted in parents, guardians of current students, do not count them again. This will enable accurate participation rates. Be sure to only count an individual once per constituency, regardless of multiple donations, hard or soft credit. In this next section, enter the realized or received bequests by number of donors and value received. In this section, include trustees who served at any point during the reporting year. Enter both hard and soft credit for trustee giving. An example is if a trustee's foundation donates $10,000, include the $10,000 in the soft credit column and count that trustee in the soft credit column as well. Include the total number of trustees who served at any point during the reporting year if your board has a giving requirement, and if yes, the required donation. The remainder of this recording reviews tools and techniques that you can use throughout data entry to have a successful experience. The recording is identical across all categories of data. If you've already heard these tips in another recording, you can skip the rest of this video. First, we will review the tools and techniques entering data online, and second, entry using the export template. Each subcategory of data starts with notes about the data to be entered in that subcategory. Often, you will find a note about whether the data to be entered are for the current or new school year, or for the prior year. For each table of data to be entered, the instructions highlight important information for entering data in this section of the collection. Be sure to review the bulleted notes. The first section or sections of data entry will be core questions asked of all schools entering data in DASL. Toward the bottom, you may find tables of questions added by one or more of the associations using DASL and tied to your school. You can fill in the tables with last year's numbers and then go through and edit them. This is a particularly useful approach in areas where the data don't change much from year to year, such as school characteristics. You can use the Notes feature to record useful information about the data point you've entered in a field. This could include an explanation of an unusual value or notes about where you found the data in your school's records or systems. You can hide or show the notes as you go through data entry. You can view prior year notes by going to Manage Data, Update School Data. From Update School Data or the Data Collection homepage, you can also download your prior year's entry and include notes. As you enter more data, it can become difficult to find the fields that need to be filled in. Click Highlight Missing Data at the top of the page to find those fields. The system will highlight with pink stripes any fields on the page that are missing data, making it easy to find them and fill them in. To find definitions relevant to a data point, mouse over the question mark icon for that row, column, or section of data. Use the NA button to designate a field or group of fields as not applicable to your school. This will mark the fields as complete and will show them as such in your progress bars. Click Save or Ctrl+S often to keep your work. DASL does not automatically save the data you enter. Clicking Save or Ctrl+S will make sure that your work does not get lost if you suddenly lose your internet connection. Shaded cells are calculated by the system based on the numbers that you've entered in other fields. To make the system rerun the calculation, change one of the numbers entered and click the Save button or Ctrl+S. Be sure to click Save or Ctrl+S to save entered data. If you see Success with Alerts, be sure to review and resolve any alerts. When entering data in the Excel template, a few essentials to keep in mind are: you can use email to pass the spreadsheet from one member to another to enter data directly or upload it to Google to share across your team. Please be sure that the only changes you make to the file are to enter information in the fields. Do not split up the file or copy pages and send them separately to various team members. The file must stay intact to properly populate the data you enter back into DASL when you upload the complete file. And remember, the person who downloads the file must be the same person who will upload the file to DASL when the time comes. Several subcategories have an instructional video to highlight important information about the data entry within that particular subcategory. Mouse over the red triangles to view instructions, definitions, and descriptions. Enter your data into the fields in each table. Be sure to save along the way. After entering some data or a full data collection part, upload your work to DASL to take advantage of the online tools to add notes, find missing data, or mark a field not applicable. And check your data quality. Whether entering online or after importing, take advantage of the Review Data tab in DASL to ensure quality data throughout your data entry. And be sure to click Save or Ctrl+S before you log off, and you can pick up where you left off when you log in next time.